It's a great honor and a privilege for us to welcome you to Missouri for the capacity building program in field administration for the civil servants of Maldives. And it is a great pleasure that we have the 9th and 10th batches with us, a total of 55 participants who have come all the way from Maldives. And ladies and gentlemen, it is also a great pleasure for me to welcome and introduce to you all the Director General and the Secretary DRPG, the V. Srinivas, sir is an Indian Administrative Service Officer of the 1989 batch, and he joined the services at a young age of 22, and he has more than 32 years of distinguished service. He is currently the Secretary to the Government of India in the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, and he's also the Director General of the National Center for Good Governance. And in his long career, he has served as Chairman of the Board of Revenue for Rajasthan, Ajmer, and the Rajasthan Tax Board. He has also served as Secretary to the Government of Rajasthan, Deputy Secretary and Joint Secretary in the Government of India as Advisor to Executive Director, International Monetary Fund, Washington, D.C., Director General of the National Archives of India, and as Deputy Director, Administration at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Sir is an Indian Council of World Affairs Fellow for the year 2017 to 19 for his book, India's Relation with the International Monetary Fund, 25 Years in Perspective. His second book, Towards a New India, Governance Transformed, 2014 to 19, was published in the year 2019 by Konak Publishers. He holds a master's degree in chemical engineering from the College of Technology, Osmania University. And sir has authored more than 166 articles, papers on public finance and public administration, and he has delivered more than 66 orations. And he is a senior policymaker, an academician, and an institution builder par excellence. Please welcome our Director General, Sri V. Srinivas. And moving further, friends, I will request Professor Poonam Singh, in charge of administration at the Delhi office, to please give the welcome.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Namaskar and good morning to all. So it gives me immense pleasure to be with you all in this auspicious inaugural ceremony of 9th and 10th batch of the capacity building program in field administration for the civil servants of the Republic of Maldives. First of all, we hearty welcome to our Secretary, TRPG, and Director General NCGG, Sri V. Srinivas. Most welcome, sir, in this program. And I welcome the Chairman CSC Maldives, Sri Mohammed Nashi, His Excellency. Welcome, sir. And I welcome the High Commissioner in Maldives from India, Sri Manu Mahavarji, the all team of MEA who is placed in Maldives, and all the participants who have came from Maldives, the senior civil servants, my colleague Dr. A.P. Singh ji, Dr. B.S. Bist, Dr. Sanjeev Sharma, Dr. Mukesh Bhandari, Brijesh and Sanjay Pant, who are the backbone of this training program. A lot of hard work and preparation have been done to conduct this program with an immense support and guidance from our Director General CG and Secretary Sri V. Srinivas, sir. So we most welcome you to speak and to bless us with your kind word. Thank you, sir. Yes, Sanjeev, please. Yes. Please invite the team leader of this civil servants participant.
Yes. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome the team leader of this batch, Ms. Mariam Asana, ma'am. Can I request you to please come here?
Rahim, Secretary of Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievance and the Director General of National Center for Good Governance, NCGG, Sri V. Srinivas, Professor Poonam Singh, official from National Center for Good Governance, NCGG, my fellow participants of the 9th batch of training program for field administration for civil servants of the Maldives. A very good morning to you all. This training program is being held under the MOU signed between Civil Service Commission of the Maldives and the NCGG during the state visit of Prime Minister of India, His Excellency Narendra Modi, to the Maldives in 2019. Under the MOU, 300 civil servants have been trained so far. It is an honor and privilege for me and my fellow participants to be here, as this is one of the most exclusive training programs offered by the Commission since the inspection of this program. Before I go into any further, allow me to express our heartfelt thanks to the Government of India and NCGG. This monumental MOU to train thousands of servants of the Maldives would not have been possible without the forward thinking and the collaborative efforts of the officials of NCGG. I especially thank Current Director General of NCGG, Sri Visrinivas, for his efforts in the initial process to attain a flawless plan that is most beneficial to the Maldivian civil servants, which was finalized during his official visit to the Maldives in 2019. Today, me and my fellow participants are most certainly at the beginning of a journey which would carry with us for years to come. I say that with such belief because almost all of the alumni of this training have highlighted the significant lessons and the value-added experience they have acquired from this training. We look forward to learning from distinguished experts in the field who will help us to gain additional knowledge and enrich our careers. Once again, on behalf of the Civil Service Commission and our delegation, let me mostly thank NCGG for kick-starting this new avenue of bilateral cooperation and for generous development assistance offered in training and the capacity building of Maldives Civil Service. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And we have another participant who would like to say a few words. And let me invite Abdul Hafiz Khalif to please come on the podium and say a few words.
Very good morning to all of you. I'm just here to say a few words of appreciation part of the participants to the Indian government and also to the NCGG. When I actually saw the announcement of this program, two things actually pulled me towards this program. One is the knowledge and the skills that we are going to get from this program. And the second one is that I also heard from a few of my friends about the experience and the hospitality that they have been provided. So I thought we will get the same, and it was true actually. From the time we put our foot on the High Commission to get the visa until time that I'm speaking now, we have been provided with very excellent service, and a wonderful job has been actually done by CGG team. In particular, I would like to highlight the hospitality provided by NCGG, and particular Sanjay and Bridges. They were very much outstanding. They have done a very good job. So I would like to thank Indian government and also NCGG for the wonderful hospitality provided to our team from the Maldives. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hafiz. And now I have another of the participants, a lady participant, Madam Ruhi. Can I request you to please come and say a few words?
I would like to thank the Government of India and the NCGT group organizers for providing us such opportunity. As this is my first experience. My supervisor nominated me for this program, so I hope everything will go smooth. And I look forward to continue this training program successfully. Thank you very much.
Thank you, all the participants, for your wonderful words, and we hope that we meet your expectations during the next 2 weeks. And now I'll request our Honorable Director General, Sir, Sri B. Srinivas, Sir, to please give the inaugural address, Sir.
Distinguished participants from the 9th and 10th batches of the civil servants of Maldives. Are they there? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you. Distinguished participants from the Government of Maldives, my colleagues from NCGG, Dr. Poonam Singh ji, Dr. B.S. Bisht, Dr. A.P. Singh, and all other friends from NCGG Mussoorie. I would have liked to be in Mussoorie with you on this occasion, but due to hectic work schedules, I could not travel to Mussoorie today. I look forward to meeting you in person next week and during the your visit to Delhi, wherein which you will be visiting the Department of Administrative Reforms, as also the valedictory ceremony at Ashoka Hotel, where I'll have 2 rounds of interactions with you. My mind goes back to when we signed this Memorandum of Understanding. We did not expect that it would be such a successful one, and barely within a short period of time, more than 250 civil servants from Maldives would be visiting the NCG campus at Mussoorie and also attend the attachments in Delhi. In addition, we have had online programs for more than 1,500 international civil servants from Maldives, and we had the Foreign Minister of Maldives, Mr. Shahid, had addressed the participants. I was in Maldives in 2019, and I had the privilege of meeting the Honorable Vice President of Maldives, and we had discussed with the Civil Services Commission how this program should be structured. And following discussions between the High Commission of India, the Civil Services Commission of Maldives, as also with the Vice President's Secretariat, we felt that it should be a 2-week program, 1 week in Mussoorie and 1 week in Delhi. So, in fact, we did have, despite the torrid winter, a lot of participants coming from Maldives to visit Mussoorie, and they wanted to see snow. I hope it is quite cold. In fact, last week it was snowing in many parts of India. So you can experience the different beautiful climate and the majesty of Mussoorie's natural environment. As regards the program, it is quite a hectic program. There are a huge number of classroom sessions. There is public policy and governance, which will be chaired by a distinguished former director of LBSNA, Sri Sanjeev Chopra. Then we have India-Maldives relations, that will be chaired by Mr. Dhananjay Tripathi. Then e-governance and digital India, that will be chaired by Mr. Vinay Thakur. Then motivation, that will be chaired by Mr. C.P. Srimali. Then regional cooperation initiatives in Indian Ocean region by Baharul Islam. Then we have the former Chief Secretary of Haryana speaking on stress management at workplace and knowledge management, that is Ms. Keshni Anand Arora. Then we have D.S. Chima speaking on performance management. Then we have ethical perspectives in good governance, on which Rajni Sekhri Sibil, a former Secretary to Government of India, would be speaking. Then we have Alok Jain speaking on improving public service delivery and essence for good governance. project management, public grievance redressal system, new ways of public service delivery and public-private partnership in government. Then you have aspirational districts, which are some of our most, what should I say, the districts where maximum number of developmental initiatives are being taken up. Gender and development, Skill India, as to how do you create more jobs. Then agro-based practices in coastal areas. Tourism was considered an important sector. Then you have district innovations, state innovations, and environmental impact assessment, as also interpersonal skills and leadership, and communication and total quality management. There will also be a courtesy call on the director of the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, which is our highest academy for civil services trainings. And you can see you'll be given access to the LBS NA library facilities in this period. Thereafter, your attachments begin in the second week, and you will be going to Dehradun, and then you will be visiting Delhi. So you'll be reaching Delhi next Monday evening, and from Tuesday you will be at the National Institute of Yoga, which was a very, very popular destination. Everybody wanted to go to the National Institute of Yoga. You'll be visiting the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, which is our highest hospital body in the country. There's a visit to Taj Mahal on Wednesday. We have incorporated a visit to the Indian Institute of Corporate Finance, Corporate Affairs, Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs, the IICA, because we noticed that in this group there are fund managers and finance officers who have come in, procurement officers, who will be benefiting from this experience of a visit to India's Apex Institute, which deals with public-private partnerships and also on corporate management. Then you will be visiting the Metro Rail Corporation, a courtesy call on the Honorable Minister for State for Personal Public Grievances and Pensions, and in the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Jiten Singh Ji is being planned. And then we have a sharing of outcomes in the valedictory session. So this is the broad structure of the 2 weeks program. It's been a long time since we had a physical program. And we are very happy to have 2 batches of officers coming now that the third wave of the COVID pandemic has receded. We are very happy to have 2 batches from Maldives visiting us. Now, each of these sessions that we are hosting for you has been in consultation with the Civil Services Commission of Maldives. And there was a lot of emphasis on ethics in governance, as also on improving service delivery, redressal of public grievances, and how technology can be used to improve service delivery. So these are the areas that we have focused on. In addition, sectors which are very specific to Maldives, like tourism, then India-Maldives relations, as also environmental impact assessment, these have been included. Then negotiation skills and interpersonal relations are very important, particularly for those of you who are working in hospitals, in schools, as also in administrative positions as administrative officers. So it's important that you have good interpersonal relations and ensure that the day-to-day working is done in a very conducive work environment. So these are areas. Then we noticed that most of the delegations coming from Maldives had more than 60% women officers. So gender has become an important subject, and how gender issues are being handled have been incorporated into this program. Then we've had 2 major issues. How do you create jobs? That has been the challenge every government is facing. So Skill India has been introduced, and also public-private partnerships have been introduced. Then innovations in governance is a very important subject. So we've put in innovations at the state level, as also innovations at the district level have been introduced. And we do believe that after 2 weeks, you will go back as much more empowered civil servants with confidence of exposure to an international program which is of the highest quality. In fact, the highest service in our land, the Indian Administrative Service, is also exposed to the very same programs that you are being exposed. In fact, it was a great privilege for me to attend programs at the Indira Bhavan complex in the very same hall from where you are attending this program. So the government of India has accorded the highest courtesies, as also the importance has been given to this particular program. The Ministry of External Affairs has been reviewing this program very frequently, as also the High Commission of India in Maldives and the Civil Service Commission of India, Civil Service Commission of the Republic of Maldives, who have been constantly engaging with us to ensure that this program is, the momentum is maintained, time-bound courses are held, and the target of having about 1,000 Maldivian civil servants in a period of 5 years is duly achieved. So I'm happy that with this batch, we will be crossing 250 civil servants of Maldives in the period 2019 till 2022 February. So once again, a very hearty welcome to you. Of course, when you come to the attachments, you will realize that the sheer energy that goes in, everybody likes to visit the Taj. And I think a visit to the Taj is one of the truly memorable experiences of this entire visit. Then yoga has been an area where global attention has been focused, and the visit to the Yoga Institute would help you bring in greater work-life balance. And we would suggest that each of you adopt the yogic practices that you will learn in your visit to the National Institute of Yoga. You'll also be seeing our Apex Hospital, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and I think they've arranged lunch also at the AIMS, so that would be a good visit. I have very fond memories of my own years serving as Deputy Director Administration at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. The IICA is one of our top-notch institutions, and they would be hosting you on 10th of March. We would also be visiting one of our high-quality institutions, the Delhi Metro, where everybody comes to office on time. By 9 a.m., if office begins, everybody is in office at 9. And trains run exactly on time. The work culture is highly systematic. Everybody is in uniforms. It is such a structured and functional organization that it is worth visiting Delhi Metro. And I have often wondered how meticulously they adhere to the highest standards of commitment and public service, as also sheer efficiency. It's a small organization, but it is highly nimble and a very agile organization. So when I look at governance models of 21st century in terms of Indian governance, then we are looking at 3-4 major practices. One is secretariat reforms. The second one is Swachhta campaigns, wherein which cleanliness campaigns, particularly in office spaces, by reducing paper, cluttering of paper, by shifting to digital models. And the third is redressal of grievances and improving service delivery. So the whole objective is to ensure that the citizens' interface with government is through technological means. Bringing citizens and government closer has been one of the paramount objectives of the current government and the administration. So this is being achieved through multiple digital platforms, and we will expose you to the multiple digital platforms in terms of grievance redressal, in terms of improving service delivery. How can the citizens' journey and interactions with government be improved? And this is what you will see in the course of this week as to how multiple digital platforms have been created, how multiple digital platforms working in unison can ensure high quality governance. It is also important that these digital platforms are duly benchmarked. So we have developed indices for benchmarking governance, both in terms of good governance indices as also e-services delivery assessments. So not only is it important to create a digital medium for interaction between citizens and government, but also it is important to ensure that these services that are being provided in an electronic platform are duly benchmarked and evaluated. So we are currently in the midst of formulating Vision India 2047. So India's Vision India 2047 envisages that further simplification of processes, and the focus of governance will be on simplifying a citizen's journey in its interactions with government. So those are the major goals that we are pursuing in terms of next generation administrative reform, and we will share these experiences with you in the next 2 weeks. And I'm sure that by the time you complete this 2-week program, you will be far more confident of the way in which you will tackle your administrative challenges on your return to Maldives. So let me wish each and every one of you participating in this program all success, and I'm sure the faculty at Mussoorie will take good care of you. And if there is any issue, please do feel free to write to me or to any of the colleagues in Delhi, and we'll be happy to take up for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We are assuring you that personally, I can assure you that in the Delhi, I am looking after and monitoring all the exposure visit, and I will look after and I will do update to you. I am personally looking after and monitoring all the things in Mussoorie and Delhi also. So thank you so much for your kind word.
Thank you so much, sir. And it is a great pleasure that you have shared your vast knowledge, experience, and wisdom with all of us. And now it is time for me to invite Dr. A.P. Singh for the vote of thanks.
Honorable Sri Vishnivasa, Director General NCGG and Secretary Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievances, Professor Poonam Singh, NCG Head Office, New Delhi, my colleagues from NCGG, and most importantly, civil servants of Maldives. I deem it great privilege to have been asked to extend a vote of thanks on behalf of inaugural ceremony of the 9th and 10th Capacity Building Program in Field Administration for Civil Servants of Maldives. The presence of the Honorable Sri V. Srinivasa, Secretary, Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances, Government of India, and DG and CGG in today's inaugural ceremony, in spite of his busy schedule, is a reflection of the importance that is attached to this program. We are all inspired by your gracious presence, sir. Sri Bishnavas sir has also been a great support for this training program and has provided valuable contribution in finalization of the content of this training program. DG sir is a source of inspiration and motivation to all of us. I am further thankful to Professor Poonam Singh, who has been a very supportive for this training program and has always been a great support behind such type of events. Thanks are also due to our colleagues, Dr. B.S. Bish, Dr. Sanjeev Sharma, Dr. Mukesh Bandari, Sanjay Pant, and B.S. Bish involved in the training programs. Above all, I thank all the civil servants from Maldives, as your participation will make this training program a successful event. Last but not least, I thank Ministry of External Affairs for providing the support for this training program. To conclude, let me once again reiterate my gratitude to all of you. Also, I hope that the India experience would be a memorable one for the participants, and it will go a long way in building fruitful and meaningful relationship for future. Thank you very much to all of you.
So thank you very much. We can close the session now.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And now, friends, I will request all of you to please accompany us for a cup of coffee, and which will be followed by group photograph. Thank you so much.